This is not a question to be like a jerk or whatever.
Oh boy.
What's the chances of a comeback?
For a fight?
Yeah.
I really think it's probably like 5% chance.
Oh, it's 5% though?
It's going, yeah, you think that's a lot?
I would have guessed it would have been less than that.
Like I told you, the only even somewhat remote chance that there's a fight is if the UFC wants me back for a Philly show. That would happen to happen, and it would have to be, within the next year or so. I don't want to be 40 fighting. I'm 38 now, so it really gives them like 1.5 years to have that happen. And listen, they're not knocking down my door either. You know what I mean? Like I'm doing commentary, I'm doing this work for them. I'm out of the division. I've been out of the division for a long time, so I'm content.
Yeah.
I mean, doing what I'm doing, working with you guys and traveling all over the world and doing these triathlons. I got obviously Ruby, our new baby, to worry about.
Oh yeah, 5%.
5% chance.
It's not nothing.
It's not nothing. So you're saying there's a chance.
That's what I was looking for. That's what a lot of fight fans were looking for. What have you learned though about retiring? Or like learned about yourself as somebody in their 30s.
Yeah.
But yet retired.
It's a weird thing, right? Because it's not like somebody who has a lifelong job that you've worked for 40 years or whatever it is with a same company, same pension, all this stuff that you need so that you can retire. Fighting's not like that. It's completely different. I think I've kind of accepted early on that this wasn't going to be it. So I was always keeping my mind open and ready for like, well, what are we going to do when it's done? Because the last couple of years, I knew it was getting close because I didn't want to be in my 40s fighting. I didn't want to take damage that long. I knew, even before me and Christine were thinking about having another baby, I knew I didn't want Aisling to be at that age where she really started to recognize what was coming home when I was all banged up. And I think I got out before she really did.
Yeah.
Like when I ask, she doesn't remember me fighting anymore.
No, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Different life for her.
Yeah, completely.
What's the value in reinventing yourself? Because I'd say you kind of did that.
I think it's important. I think that we all have to be able to change and evolve depending on what we're given, right? I mean, if you are just so set in one way, you're going to be a pretty miserable person if things don't work out your way. I mean, look at all these people. Anybody that has had some severe accident or something, you've got to be able to mentally overcome. Or fighters who've been injured so bad they can't fight anymore. You've got to be willing to shift, I think. And I mean, I got lucky that it was something still athletic that I found as a hobby that is turning into a pretty good passion. And I've been able to meet a lot of really awesome people and other athletes around that have really helped me out. And it's just, man, it keeps me feeling young again. Like I forget when I'm hanging out with these guys, the guy that Justin Reale that I train with here in Vegas, the kid's 28 going on 29, but I hang out with him and we're training with him. I forget that I'm 38 years old. I mean, I'm 10 years on the kid.
That's a good thing for you.
Yeah.
Up with
Yeah. Oh man, there's some 40-year-olds plus in triathlon that are freaks of nature.
All right, so when you were a fighter and in between, you would go up to like 200 pounds. You were always, I would say, in shape.
Yeah.
But like now it's a different level. What would you say to people out there, if you want to get in really good shape, what do you think like the first thing or two is to do?
I think that you've got to find something you enjoy doing, period. Because you can talk about it, oh no, today I'm going to grind, I'm going to do it, I'm going to start dieting, I'm going to do this. If you absolutely hate it, you will always absolutely hate it. You have to shift either something in here and start to enjoy it. Now, however you do that is going to be up to the individual, but you've got to find something that you somewhat enjoy. That'll make the dieting part easier because that's a big step too, right? If you want to get in really good shape, you look at some of these athletes that do crazy workouts and maybe they eat some crap along the way, but that's like extreme level craziness, right? That's,
on a day-to-day basis for somebody like me, you know.
You got to be able to find a diet that you also enjoy doing. And you also can't think of these fad diets as diets. You've got to be able to flow with things, right? You've got to be able to have a cheat day. You got to be able to go out and be like, I'm going to have a dessert today. I'm going to have this today. You've got to find balance in that and enjoy what you're eating to a degree.
I think if you find something you love, then you'll want to make all the sacrifices for that because you love it enough.
Yeah, find a sport or an activity that keeps you in shape, that you enjoy doing, and you're going to want to consistently do it, because otherwise you're just going to always keep finding something. Oh, no, that didn't work. I want to do this. Enjoy it. Make sure you enjoy it.
All right, last question. You're going nowhere in terms of your role with us with the UFC. What are you excited about? When you look on the horizon of the UFC, what are you excited about?
Well, I mean, for example, just seeing what new venues we can go to, what new countries that we're going to go to. We just went to Paris for the first time. We're signing 17-year-old kids now. I mean, the sport is taking over.
Yeah.
I mean, it really is. And I feel like I'm going to be one of those OGs, like one of the old school guys. You know, it's funny to think that way, but these guys, these young kids, look at me like the old school guy, the way I fought, the way I did things. So I'm kind of excited to be the old dude around this company someday, and to see these young athletes take over and change the game. I mean, it's
already happened.
As a 17-year-old just dominated a guy in his mid-20s.
And now it's like their careers. We're looking 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 years down the line.
Yeah, and we'll be a part of that. And we'll be able to say, okay, we called his fight when he was not even an adult.
Perhaps he can sign his lease now. All right, so you're like an OG until you make that 5%.
Until when I'm 48 and they finally come back to Philly.
That would be fantastic. Paul's the man.